Okay, good afternoon. Oh, actually, it's morning time, but it doesn't really matter because I don't know when everybody's going to be watching this. But hi, world. This is Martez with HIV Stops With Me, Rochester, New York spokesmodel. So, this question of the month is based on your experience and thinking outside of the box, what is something that should be implemented that will be effective in limiting the spread of HIV? Okay, so I'm really, really glad that this is July's question of the month because this is something that I find myself talking to like a lot of my colleagues and friends and just people in general about, whenever I'm discussing like, HIV prevention and treatment. But I really, really wish that we could find a way to incorporate comprehensive sexual education in schools from an early age, right? So I'm talking about from, some of the time we send our kids off to kindergarten, right? They are exposed to, sex education that is not stigmatizing, sex education that is enriching, that is informative, that empowers them to understand their body and be comfortable with their bodies and not experience any type of shame in their body. And more importantly, when the time comes, a type of sexual education that allows people to make informed decisions in regards to sexuality, right? I think back about some of my experiences, like growing up and being a young person, and just not really being very well informed about sex or just kind of having a lot of false notions about sex because the education wasn't there, and the education is not there in a formal sense, or if you don't have people you can talk to about it, you find other sources for that information, which may not be so helpful or which may not role model the best behavior, like porn, right? Or just like friends who are ignorant and say things that they heard their older brothers or older sisters repeat, right? So yeah, if I had to incorporate something, and based off of my own experience and thinking outside of the box, it would definitely be comprehensive sexual education that starts at a young age and continues throughout, honestly, throughout like our post-secondary years, continues throughout college. That way, we can make more informed decisions, we can feel more empowered around our bodies, and we actually have just a much more thorough and deep-seated understanding of ourselves and our sexuality. So, yep.